Work?
I think so. But we'll see. Once it goes, I can check
we see some strange
my
names
phone and
that
see
you
what's
might
up.
know.
Right? Huh?
Yeah. I said once we start seeing some names that you know that I might not know that are, then we'll know that it's more of your
it
friends.
shows it's linked right now at the top. So.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It shows your Facebook.
Yeah.
Is that all you did?
Yeah, because
you just started your YouTube.
My Facebook is in one email, and my YouTube's in another email. That's why all the time I was trying to set up that YouTube, and I couldn't set up. It was telling we can't create the channel. Try back again later. And I must have tried 25 times, and I got the same messages. Right.
Good morning, Curly Kel. Sorry, we were working on something, but now we officially have Dr. High's Facebook hooked up to our link. So now a bunch of Dr. High's friends could possibly join us and come hang out and ask questions. This is so much fun, Dr. High. I've been thinking about it, and you know what? I've been stressing out, like trying to come up with a platform. Like, what are we going to talk about every day? But we don't need to. I watch all these other stoners out here, all of our other friends that have all these other platforms, and they just come on and they get high and they chit chat and they bullshit. And then we shouldn't be worried about what we're going to talk about, because the questions will come.
Yeah, no, but it's really
it's good to have a topic. I mean, but I don't
thinking about that too. But we can use Google.
Oh, absolutely. Once I get my phone back from Mississippi, well, I just got my phone back, but I don't have enough hands. That's the hard part.
We can look at analytics, right? And we can look at the questions that are being asked on Google. What are people typing into the Google search to figure out what's going on? And I think if we look at that, we should be able to pick a couple of topics every day that could provide for interesting conversation, right?
Absolutely. I loved having Tim on yesterday. It was great. And we got to talk about, I want to talk about things because there's companies and people that we do want to talk to, right? I mean, isn't there some people out there? What would you say is our, excuse me, but our, what would be your next interview? Like, would you be interested in doing glass blowers and having a glass blower come on one day and do some glass blowing for us right here on live?
Why not?
I know. Well, I just want to make sure with you, and we don't really ever have any time to talk besides here. You know? So
I think that we should, and like I posted this morning, I don't think I finished telling you, but I posted the logo for WTHC.
I love it.
And I said, listen, we're looking to help entrepreneurs in the cannabis industry and cannabis space in the US and Canada gain more insight and have, to give them shout outs and promote them if they're willing to have us review their products. So
Kelly saw it. I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, if you're comfortable in giving us your product to review it, then you'll get it reviewed. You know what I mean?
Honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I would not do anything other than that because, trust is a big part of the educational side of cannabis, right? I have to kind of be careful about who I would stand behind or represent or speak well of, right? Because if it wasn't true, then I'm putting my credibility at risk, and that's not something that I'm willing to do, right? Yeah, it depends, right? But I wouldn't be reviewing anything in the U.S. You would be.
Well, that's why I kind of went and I took it upon myself to start taking care of some of these people that are just pushing big bags of green weed on my page.
Yeah.
I love you guys, and I respect you guys, and I love what you're doing. But I sit here every day and I talk how I am about being regulated and how I want my drugs to be making sure that
they got to be a real business, right? They got to be a real business.
I love those guys that are working the streets and doing what they're doing, and they've been friends of mine all my life. I've always went to them.
Well, because they've been the ones that helped us access the product forever, right?
Right. And I'm not, these guys, I don't even know these guys from a hole in the wall, but they're hitting me up every 30 seconds now because I got a page that says THC on it. And they're like, whoa, this guy likes weed. You like weed? This is the guy I want. This is the guy you want.
No, I get it all the time too, right?
Oh my God, leave me alone.
some of them are really respectful and some of them aren't. But
absolutely, I had one gentleman who came to me and asked me properly, and I was like, don't blow up my page, be polite, and I'll let you post once a day. And if any of my friends and family want to be able to, contact you, then that's up to them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have it posted on your page. What I'm talking about is,
well, he's already gone.
Don't publicly come out.
He's already gone.
Private message me, and then I'll let you know if I'm interested in continuing the conversation any further.
Yeah, well, he's gone already. He didn't listen.
And don't fucking message me, yo fam, or hi, or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
it started to get ridiculous.
Listen, this is who I am. This is what I do. Are you interested?
Like a businessman, not like a homie.
Or just we're not friends. I'm not interested in dealing with people who aren't professionals. And this is, you know what I mean? Like I'm up in the professional side of the industry now. I came from the legacy market. That was my life for a very long time. So obviously I can't hold it against anybody because it was me.
Right. But that's the same thing. I fought from these people all my life. I don't want to, I don't no disrespect to any of them. I know you're working and you're working your asses off and you're doing great things. Yeah. But I can't sit here every day and say I am all about dispensaries and I'm all about making sure that my marijuana is, safe, and then go out and put people who are just showing me big green garbage bags full of flour. I just don't know. I love you guys, but
I just for me it's more about I want to do business with somebody I know that's not fly by night or
right. I'm not looking for drug dealers.
Yeah, like, and drug dealers is a crazy word when we're talking about cannabis because I don't think that that's what they are.
Oh, right. But you know what I mean. I'm not calling them.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that you know what I mean. We're not going to be reviewing. We're not going to be reviewing Joe on 78th Street.
A bag of gummies that's all
meet him on the corner of 78 and 4th. You know what I mean? Like those.
My man's posting bags of gummies on my page, and they look like they've been in his pocket for a month, and they're all stuck together and gross looking. I'm like, I'm not even interested in that. Thank you.
Well, we gotta do it on a really professional level. Like I think that
absolutely.
I think that the platform that you have here is phenomenal because you've been able to secure the probably two of the most important
I was just going to say
words in the cannabis world as radio stations. So
even though it's digital broadcasting, which isn't FM,
it doesn't really matter because the whole world's digital digital anyway. People are going to transition away from this because they want to spend their time in
two little signs right there. I love them. One says WTHC, the other one says WEED, both in my name.
People are becoming more like, even though we're not a physical community like we were when we grew up in the neighborhood, you hung out with your neighborhood kids and stuff like that.
Right.
Now we're still a community, but now we're becoming a digital community, an online community. It doesn't, the only thing missing is physical contact. You know what I mean? But in some ways that can make people's lives a lot easier because they've had really tough physical lives.
Or purple people like myself who don't like to see people in person.
Yeah.
Like I hate going to the goddamn doctor because every time I walk in that place, I come out sick. So now I don't have to go to the doctor. I talk to my doctor like this. Hi, doc. How are you?
Yep.
And you're my primary care physician now anyway. So.
Yeah. So there we go. Like,
now I have a new primary care physician. He hasn't even asked me for my insurance information.
So we got a pretty cool opportunity. And
I agree.
Between our skill sets,
your skill set and my good looks.
I mean, you have your skill sets. Believe me, you absolutely do for entertainment and picking great music. That's for sure. Sometimes I'm listening to you in the morning before we're about to come on. And I'm like, shit, as soon as we go on, I don't get to hear any of them good jams anymore.
I know. I was the same way this morning. I'm like, man, I'm really kicking into
Van Zeppelin right before we come on.
And then I'm like, I gotta pick two good songs and then get on, and then it's 2 hours of hanging out. And I love this. This is awesome. And I love the response and the people that come here. it's awesome. And I know it's going to take a little while, but it really isn't. I don't think it is. Once the wheels start to roll, like they're spinning now, and once they start to get that gription, it's woo! I see it just going. I just see it going.
It's just a great opportunity to provide two beautiful things. And the nice thing is that your genre of music, for the most part, what you're playing when we're not in the show is right in the generation of the people who can benefit the most now from coming back to cannabis or having cannabis included in their lives for its therapeutic benefits. So
right, really, we're all starting to get old.
yeah, but it's kind of perfect because it really comes together so people can hang out. Especially if we can get, if Facebook can get it sorted out where you can actually play your music.
Yeah, they said they're working on it.
Yeah, but once it happens, like everything's going to take time, right? Nothing happens in a day. But
thank you, Christopher.
Yeah, so the whole thing is that once it's sorted out, like this can really be like we could be national. This kind of thing, like you can still be picked up and syndicated from a show like this. And if we're actually helping people and we're bringing the entertainment and the good music, you know what I mean? And we can do great things. We open up a phone line. We're able to have people physically pop in, right? To the show to ask their questions. And we can have almost like coaching sessions for individuals or individual conversations with people who don't know whether cannabis is right for them. And I mean, we can really help a lot of people.
Learning. Yeah. Like that whole thing I was talking about with the vape shop that I used to work at, with the old people coming in and having no clue. I just got diagnosed and they told me I need to take medical marijuana. What can I get to you? And they're like, yeah, here's this $5,000 bong. Here, sell this to them. And this old lady's walking out with a bong. She ain't going to be able to handle that shit. Nope. But we could be here to tell them this is how you want to start. This is what you need to do.
I can help keep it cost effective, put you onto the right products right from the bat. You know what I mean? Right in your area, just by looking at your local dispensaries, because everything's online. I don't have to physically go to see your store. I can just pull them up right on Google, and I can go right through the menu with you. You can tell me what sort of things you're interested in. I can scan the menu and get it done.
I'm going to say you did a fantastic job with me so far, sir. Okay. I am going on a Friday. Will be 2 full weeks. I still haven't spent any more money. I still have I'm on my last full gram of distillate and my last half gram of live resin.
Spectrum.
The full spectrum live resin, whatever you call it.
Live resin,
yeah. And then I still have those 3.5 grams of distillate that I'm getting ready to put into.
You didn't put one in the cartridge yet to try it?
I figured I still had the other one, so I figured I'd go with that one first, and then.
Well, what you can do, if you're getting low on your live resin,
yes,
you can unscrew the top.
Very tough.
You can shoot, huh?
Very tough. The live resin, I'm going to tell you something honestly, Dr. High. Yep. I really kind of love the live resin taste so much more than the distillate.
But this is what I'm about to tell you. Before your live resin runs out, take your cart, unscrew the mouthpiece, which is where it's going to come apart because that's where they fill. So unscrew that, open it up, and shoot your distillate in with that live resin that's left. Okay. Those two will kind of mix together, and then you'll be able to flavor that distillate
with that live resin.
Yeah, it won't be as intense as the live resin flavor was, but it will be much more flavorful than it was as a distillate.
My problem there, sir, is that I think that my live resin carts are plastic.
They should still unscrew.
Well, yeah, but you told me I needed to have a hard glass one for doing that live resin, no? I mean, for the distillate.
No, that's the syringe that it comes in because that allows you to dab right from the syringe. But no, I mean, if the if the cart is working with the live resin inside, then the distillate won't change anything at all because it's the exact same process. You'd use the same cart for distillate, live resin. You know what I mean?
Well, I have these beautiful tall glass ones that open up nice and easy.
The other ones should open pretty easy too.
No, they were giving me a bitch, but I didn't really try. Like, I just kind of turned and they didn't open
you should be able to grab it in one hand and then grab the mouthpiece in the other.
Well, these mouthpieces here, let me grab one. I got one right here. These are the tiny ones. Where's the camera? And they're round on the top. And
you should see a seam somewhere right where they get silver there. There's going to be somewhere that's going to unscrew right in that area.
Right,
because it's got to be filled, right?
The one I'm going to use anyway. The one I'm going to use is the one that's half full already. Right?
But yeah, you should be able to unscrew that mouthpiece because they all come empty, right? Especially in the States, they're probably using Chinese made. They all come empty over from China, and then they're filled here.
Chinese.
So they have to come apart, and they have to go back together again.
Well, that's the stuff that scares me, Dr. High, because anything that I feel like if they can unscrew it and rescrew it, then they're just putting whatever the fuck they want in there.
Well, it's not.
I always thought
it comes down to
I never really tried, but I never really tried, but I always thought dispensary carts were unchangeable. Like you couldn't take them apart after. My son always figured out how to get them apart because he's a fiend.
We can get them apart because they had to be apart at one point to be filled.
That's what I was always like. How the fuck do they fill these things?
Yeah.
All right, we have a question from Steve from Australia. He says, all right, tough guy, show me what I can get in Australia. I guess that's what he's trying to say. North, Southwest Australia. Parkus.
Let's see what we can find.
Is it even legal there? Is it? They're in the process. I know. I follow a group called
New South Wales. I think NSW is actually New South Wales, Australia.
South Wales. I don't know what the fuck. I didn't go to high school. I went to school high.
So let's see.
I'm already late for a commercial. So while you look that up, and we already missed a TAM 420. Damn it! All right, let's do the 420 first. Let's get my boy's calligraphy. Happy 420 to everybody over there in the Netherlands. We're going to play the song, then we're going to do some commercials, and we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Bill Schmidt Jr., a.k.a. Billy Blaze, a.k.a. 420 Kid of the Holistic Cloud. R.I.P. to my man, Derek Crow.
Everybody do me a favor and share it out to your groups. Share them out to our groups.
Little homie, Manuel Noriega. Big Just, Rossi, Jack the Apostle, the League.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Big buzz till little crumbs broke up in the bottom. Feel like autumn leaves falling. Only problem needs solving is seeing who I'm calling for some trees to indulge in. Need to holler at Billy. He keep his head in the cloud. Bel Air Kush by the bush. Wow. Screaming loud. Still smoking. Having nice dreams floating through space. So when they ask me how high, my reply, I'm half baked. Sir, smoke a lot. Doctor said I need a bacchiato.
Thank you, guys.
Grab me huckleberry and lemon cherry gelato, G. I take it back to rolling in the Optimo. Blowing smoke out my nose. Dropping ashes on my clothes till I doze off. I'm so fried, no lie. Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down. You so high. Cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd. Pass it around and let you hit that shit. Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Smoke that lead. Roll up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Good sunshine in my pocket on a Sunday stroll. Homie got the rap, give me the sack. Let the good times roll. Therapy, earth, body, and soul. World, give me beef, Bel Air Kush. give me mental control. L-lit back roll, 5 hats told. The studio we roll, bring relief. We the music, all I need to know. Healthier than pill pop. Mother give me herbs that fill spot. My medication can't to a kill shot. Many strands, lay hands in stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane a reservation. Here at 23, raising hands in liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand up, provide the right education. Show love, holistic cloud, politics throughout the nation. Making us stop debating Billy Blunt stash, flavor, taste the weed.
Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Broke down leaves. Rolled up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Morning, everybody. Welcome in.
Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You gotta go
Dr.
grocery
High,
shopping.
did you see
Cook,
Mrs. Hippie
clean,
officially
either
made
emotionally
it?
and
We
physically.
are
You
officially
gotta
on
dig deeper.
Spotify.
Dry
She's
cleaners.
naming each
Not
of our
just-
episodes
don't
after a
forget about the
strain of
pharmacy.
weed.
No,
She
you
just
won't.
makes it.
really?
Because
Yeah, so they're all
That's what
different strains.
caregivers
We're up
do.
to 10 strains already.
Don't give up.
Today's strain she'll make up a
Don't
new name
ever
for.
give up.
Today's strain is 10.
I don't know.
Show
She
the
hasn't
world,
named it yet,
Your family
Huh,
and yourself.
but
isn't that something?
it's on Spotify. You can look it up. WTHC Radio, Hippie and Dr. High every day.
Huh. Well, that's good.
Tough.
Yeah,
Find the
we're
care
getting there,
guides
man.
you
We're
need at
getting there.
aarp.org/caregiving
And now we know how to stream to more than one.
in the ad council.
Yeah, that's
Hi,
going to
I'm
help so
Dale
much.
and
It
proud.
says here,
Watching my
can't
niece's
post
growth,
comments
play,
to
learn is
Facebook
amazing.
profile.
But not every
So I
child
don't
gets
think
to
my
share
people can comment here. They might be able to watch,
in
but
the
they, I don't
US
think
are
they
Well,
can
then,
hungry.
comment.
you know, just tell them go on over to
That
YouTube
little girl
or
sitting alone at the
go
playground.
to
Yeah.
WTHC
Can't
Radio.
I'll get YouTube figured out after we're done here
energy
today.
because she's
Yeah,
hungry.
and then worst comes to
School
worst,
lunch will be her
they should
only
be able.
meal
I don't.
today.
Maybe Mrs.
It
Hippie can
breaks
help
my
us.
heart that this is the
They
reality.
really
of
got to get
country,
her ass in
but
here
it's
to sit
something
down
that Feeding
and
America
I'll
is
figure it out.
trying to
It's
change.
it's just
Feeding
I look
America
at it
that
through
was
mine,
good
and there's a
breakfast,
section that says
millions of
members
pounds of
on your
good
first
food that we have
page
gone to
where you
waste.
set up your destinations. Where
Yeah,
you
I've seen it
families
before,
and
and it
children
just
in
says
need.
me
Yeah,
and
it
Mrs.
says
Hippie right
members,
now.
About using your
and you
imagination
click on members, and then
having
it takes
fun.
you to
These children
um,
shouldn't have to miss out
the
on
next
social
page where
media
you can add a
because
co-host,
they're hungry.
and then once you have a
Find out how
co-host,
you can
I
help
can
And you
a
should be able
child
share
to
my
link.
screen. I can do all
Visit
kinds of stuff too, right?
feedingamerica.org.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could be interesting. if I can
I've
do
seen
it.
that page. I just have to go to it before the show starts.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hippie, this
that's all.
beautiful crystal
And just
spirit
set it up like that. Do it when we're done.
Yeah, so it's set up
And
forever.
OMG, Hippie.
I think you just send me an invite as a co-host, and I
Let's get his
put this
crystals
Absolutely.
on
right.
That's
the
how it
front
was
now.
with
He's
Hobbies and I.
talking
You can
But
also
but we didn't have Mrs. Hippie then, and I'm afraid that I might have to upgrade to be able to have another co-host or another part or an administrator or whatever they're called.
Well, I'm probably going to once we get sorted out. I think I'm going to reach out to some of the admins I know in some of the groups
This guy's
and
so
see what they mind me posting in there or not. Because I'm always respectful of them, right? When I want to post something that's promotional, let's say, promoting myself, I ask them. I send them a message and ask them first. If you mind if I do it, right?
not me.
Contact Forge today.
I just take your stuff and I just blow them up. And if they don't like it, I say, okay, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. And then the
There you
next
go.
day, I take my shit and I blow them up. Then I say, I'm sorry. I swear I'm not going to do it again. WTHC, good morning. We're back. Sorry about that. We had to play our good friend's calligraphy for our 420 out there in the Netherlands. Congratulations to you guys. Thank you so much. I smoked a bunch for you. Now, let's get back to and now we have 420 coming up over there in the UK in about an hour. So let's get our stuff together, start rolling now. Get ready. I have a cart, so I'm good. Dr. High, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I just want to say good morning to everybody. I didn't. We've been so involved, right? I think I might have said good morning to Kelly and Nick, but beyond that, Steve, how are you?
It's been a little crazy.
Chris, how's everything going?
Right.
Well, we got Veronica's with us this morning. Good morning. Very nice. So, Mark, what can I get in parks, New South Wales, Australia? Well, the situation in Australia is the only way you can obtain cannabis legally is with a doctor's prescription.
That was Steve, not Mark.
Oh, Steve. In parks.
Oh,
New South Wales. Yeah, that's where he's located, I suppose.
Mark.
So,
Mark. I'm like, his name is Steve.
No. In Australia, the only access you have is with a medical cannabis patient through a prescription with a doctor. It's the only legal access anyway. And once you have that, you have access to about 400 products, different products for you. So I guess you order them online and they're sent by mail to your house. As far as I can understand, there may be a store where you can pick them up in town or at the clinic, at the local clinic where you see the doctor. They perhaps have the ability to dispense some product right on site also. But you can obtain most of it through the mail. And from what I see, everything is available, broad spectrum, full spectrum, isolates, terpene isolates. I mean, they really seem to have covered.
Now, I don't know what the whole deal is. I know I follow a couple help legalize Australia pages because I'm all about helping anybody, spread the word and
that's going to be recreational.
Is that what they're going for? They already have medical there. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're good for medical. Like doctors can prescribe, no problem.
Steven, do you have a card, sir? Are you a medical patient?
So it says the Australian medical cannabis market now hosts over 400 legal medical cannabis products through the Therapeutics Goods Administration access pathways. There are also various products that doctors prescribe via compounding pharmacies. Because medical cannabis is so new in Australia and the advertising of medical cannabis is not allowed, it's very difficult for both patients and doctors to know what is available. So this website I found, Steve, if you want to take advantage of this website, it's called Honahlee, Honahlee, Honahlee. And the article is medical cannabis products available in Australia. And in there they list, I believe, about the top 100 companies and products that are available through the, what did they say it was called? Therapeutics Goods Administration.
Do you recognize anything from here or no?
No, I don't recognize any.
Cresco
No, I see Alethea may have ties.
I think I've heard of them.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. It doesn't look like he might have fallen asleep. It's like midnight over there for him.
There's Bedrocan also.
He might have dozed off over there. Steve, wake up! It's in Australia, so he's like midnight over there. He tries to hang out, stay up with us, and he wants to see the show, and we love him. He's the crazy koala, we call him, because he's from Australia.
Well, it looks to me from going through, and I'm only in the C's and D's as far as the alphabetical order is concerned. I think this might have all 400 products, to tell you the truth, because I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And looking, it tells me what category they're in, whether they're flowers, whether they're oils, whether they're...
Oh, great news, Dr. High. He went to the doctor yesterday, and he got approved for his card.
Who?
Steve.
Oh.
It says that's what I'm reading there. I think, right? Am I reading that right? I will because I talked to the doctor yesterday. Today, doctor.
Okay.
Yes, today.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell
All
that
right.
means.
So,
I think he's getting a card.
do you have experience with cannabis? Are you experienced with it whatsoever, Steve? Or
Yeah, he's
is
a
it?
pothead, man. Look at him. You ever see him? He's a pothead.
No.
Oh.
But I just want to know because we need to figure out. I can look at the products that are available and give him a couple of recommendations, right? Because
I think he has butt pain, right? Isn't it butt pain and back pain and leg pain, right? Isn't that what we were talking about that day?
Well, the first thing we're going to start with is Steve's level of cannabis experience, and if he does have cannabis experience, what did he like or not like about the experience he's had, and what forms did he consume, so that we can start
I think that he should have filled that all out on the paperwork before he got here.
Yeah, but these
isn't that in the pre-paperwork stuff?
Well, for me,
no,
if I'm going to, you know what I mean, I can help definitely. I can definitely help you figure it out, but I need to have certain kinds of information.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Steve. Tell him what he knows, what he needs.
So first of all, I just want to know: do you have cannabis experience? And if you do, what is it? See, that's why we need to be able to bring these people up. Send them an invite right there, and then bring them right onto the screen.
They all have to follow my Facebook personality. Yes,
okay.
I smoke.
Okay. Do you enjoy cannabis? And do you find that currently the smoking that you do is effective in treating the situation that you went to go see the doctor about? Because for me, it doesn't matter. And for everybody listening, it doesn't matter what you have, be it cancer or Tourette's or glaucoma or Parkinson's or arthritis.
Time out. I sent him an invite. He doesn't speak English.
Oh.
He speaks Australian.
Well, that's English.
Oh. I can't ever understand him.
I'm
I don't know if it's going to work. Steve, I sent you an invite to the one that says Parks, Wales, whatever it says there. If you hit that accept, it'll bring you up right here in the box. You'll look very handsome, I'm sure. And if you're interested in talking to the doctor without having to type all that shit, come on down. Oh, I could get in trouble for that. That's probably copyrighted. Come on down.
As long as you say, have your pet spayed or neutered afterwards.
Oh,
I think
make sure you have your pet or cat or dog neutered, please.
Yeah. Then you've completed
I'm no
opening and closing. Oh, that was Bob Barker. I wasn't even thinking about Drew Carey.
Drew Carey does it now. So I was.
Yeah.
Well, I was a Bob guy myself. I used to watch him every time I stayed home from school sick.
Like, if people have questions about cannabis use in their health or their medical conditions, telling me what they actually have doesn't help a whole lot anyway, because I'm not a doctor.
Right. And we don't want to know about your herpes.
But what we can do is we can look at what has been found through clinical research on that specific condition if you want to disclose it. But you don't really need to disclose it. We just really need to talk about your cannabis experience, what you liked or don't like, and then start to work with products to get you where you need to be, right? To make sure that your needs are satisfied. That's what we really need to do, because it's not like prescription medication. So we can't say, you know what, if you go out and you buy yourself an ounce of pink kush, you're going to be fine. No, we can't. Yeah.
Not to change the subject or anything, but I know a friend of mine, he has an issue with alcohol. What strain of weed would you be able to get for him so that he would try to smoke less weed? I mean, smoke less alcohol and drink more weed.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest weed.
AA?
I'd suggest mushrooms.
Oh, no, this guy's fucked up already. He doesn't need no.
No,
damn.
but with the mushrooms, you don't feel the alcohol.
Oh, good.
So you know when you take mushrooms, you can drink, right? It's like LSD.
Oh yeah, it's like
you
cocaine.
can drink your face off, and it doesn't affect you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't feel it, and this is one of the things that when they first started testing LSD, they found that it could have actual therapeutic benefit in the treatment of alcoholism. Because you build up a tolerance to the LSD very quickly when you take it. You know, like if you took one today, you'd have to take at least 2 tomorrow. And then
that was like with acid, right? Or mescaline. It wasn't really with mushrooms.
No, but mushrooms kind of do the same thing.
They do?
Yeah, like you don't.
I think that after eating a pile of shit one day, you really don't want to eat a pile of shit again the next day. So you kind of like don't worry about mushrooms for another week or two until you're like, all right, let's try. I remember them tasting so horrible. Do they still taste horrible, Dr. High? Like the ones that Tim was up here, the fungi guy here that was here yesterday, our fun guy. The ones that he makes, are they going to taste like cow shit? No, right? They're just going to taste like mushrooms?
I think they taste like, I don't know, like cat piss or something. I don't know. I tend to, if I can avoid it, I like to not just eat them like that. I like to either grind them up and put them in capsules and just
right. But I mean, that's for microdosing. But if you were gonna I'm sure you don't, because we're old now and we don't do that stuff.
Yeah, I really don't. I have them here all the time, but
I know, I don't know how I don't know how you have such willpower, Dr. High.
Well, because I only do things when I feel like doing it.
Maybe when all these companies start reaching out to us and they send us all their stuff and I have a cabinet full of it, and then I don't have to really worry about it. But I'm like always concerned about how much I have, and like if I'm gonna run out. And you're like, I got a bag of mushrooms over there, and I got a pound of weed over here in the freezer, and but you live in Canada as well. We can't have that stuff here.
Well, for me, it's just about I only do things I feel like doing them when I feel like doing them. You know what I mean? So I'm not compulsive about anything. There are times, like let's say I want to sit down with the Xbox. I got the Xbox. I got the games.
We can play.
I don't play very often. Like it might have been 2 months since I picked that thing up, but there'll come a day where I'll be like, yeah, I'm in the mood.
What do you play?
Call of Duty mostly. I like Sniper. A couple things like that. Sniper
I'm a GTA
Elite
guy. GTA.
Oh yeah, I never
no
played.
Good
GTA.
at it. I'm no
good
good
at
F1
racing.
You know what?
I like F1 racing also.
I love GTA, man. It was just I haven't played in years though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just gonna say something to you. Shit. I don't remember.
Oh,
Go ahead.
What were we going ahead about?
We were going ahead about
Morning Brandy.
Alcohol, and you were saying, but like I felt like weed definitely helped me get off of something just as bad as alcohol, if not worse, when you're addicted.
It's a different thing though, because
that's why I'm asking.
Weed and cannabis will interact with each other. Like if you're already drinking and you smoke a joint,
cannabis are the same thing, sir.
Yeah, it really like I always tell people, especially if you're not like a normal smoker, an everyday smoker, but even if you're a regular smoker, if you go to the bar for the night, you're drinking and drinking and drinking, and then you've been at the bar drinking for 3 hours, and then somebody says, "Hey, you want to smoke a joint?" That joint can ruin your night because it really can amplify the buzz you already have. Alcohol and
too many nights I have ruined. Too many nights I've ruined with a joint.
Yep.
You're like feeling good. You go out there like, come on, let's go out to the back of the bar and smoke a fatty, and then we'll come back and we'll have a good time. I go out to the bar, I smoke that joint, I come back in, the night is over. I'm like, wow, I am fucking loaded.
Yep.
There's all that alcohol. I always blamed it. I didn't blame the joint. I blamed the cold air. That damn cold air outside got that alcohol working on me. I'm now fucking loaded.
That's you smoke weed before you go drinking. You don't smoke weed after you've been drinking.
No, see, I always heard beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, never fear. I never heard nothing about no damn weed.
I just seen it. I've just seen it so many times. I worked in the clubs for years, right?
Me too,
So,
man. So bad. I
I've
never
seen
really
it
put 2 and 2 together until you
I
just said it
experienced
now.
it too, but I mean, I just know it's the experience that a lot of people have. So when you're talking about drinking and is cannabis an effective medication to help somebody stop drinking, I don't think it is. I
Because
think
it
it's
makes you
different.
thirsty. Right.
Yeah,
It makes you
that's
thirsty.
true.
So you're like, oh, you
That's
know
true.
what would be good with this joint?
Yeah.
Nice cold beer.
Kelly's right. Kelly knows what we're
right.
talking about.
DJ
She's right.
Nephew Nick, you're screwed, buddy. Mushrooms. That's what we're gonna go with you.
Yeah.
He didn't even know I was talking about him this whole time.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, I gotta run a commercial. Hello, pothead. How are you? Working hard up there in that place up there in New Brunswick, Canada. Good to see you, young lady. Brandy. She said,
My fellow Canadian.
Oh,
My
Nick says
fellow
I was
Canadian.
aware.
Do we have any Canadians with us outside of Pothead? Who else joins us from Canada? We have who is it that's
Sean.
from Lake Hamilton?
Sean is usually here. He's from Hamilton. He's probably still sleepy.
Hamilton.
He's a sleepyhead. I gotta run a commercial, but we'll be right back. You're hanging with Da.Hippie and Dr. High.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers.
He says,
that
I
make
was
7
aware.
types of water, including healthy alkaline.
I wasn't talking about you, Nick.
Up to a year.
Dr. High,
25 to 30
this one
years.
might be about you, Nick.
Simply attach to
What
your
kind of
faucet or
weed
install
could
under your
help a
sink.
man with a foot
Even get a
fetish?
mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to
I don't know if there's that's a different kind of
machine in full and get an extra filter
a
free.
different kind of thing, right? So I don't know.
I don't know. I think weed will make them more interested in feet.
Adopt US Kids presents
Good.
to its
It depends on whether you find it.
He's like,
Learning
oh my
those
God.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang.
Nick, don't worry.
Now,
We're not
when
on the
teen says
air.
Something is on fleek. It's exactly like saying that's rad.
I'm not talking about
It
you.
means
I
that
have a
something
foot
is awesome
fetish.
or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another
Everybody,
one
make
might
sure you
say,
go check out my
Joe.
main man Nick
Joe
over
is a
there.
shorter,
He's
better
over
way
on
to say
Clapper.
Joe.
It's Nephew
As
Nick
in,
Radio over
Chloe,
there. Go
I am
check him
like
out.
so
He's
jelly
amazing.
of your unicorn phone case.
What a good
I don't
time,
know.
man.
What kind of commercial
parent.
can you do when you own something called Clapper? Come get the clap with us.
Yeah, oh, I make commercials
To
for
learn more,
Clapper all the
visit
time.
adoptuskids.org.
I don't even hang out there very
A
often.
public service announcement.
Come
brought
on
to
over
you
and get
by
the clap with the
Health
Clapper.
and Human Services,
I tell
Adopt
Nick's
US
the one that
Kids,
cleans my
and the
box
Ad
over there
Council.
when I go over there to perform.
This is the story
I hired him. He's my janitor.
In a
That's
matter
too
of
much.
seconds, she
He
turned
goes
herself
over, he
into a
cleans up
great
all the
mathematician
dirty
or an
the
entrepreneur.
counters with all
Her
the
knowledge
leftover,
was
whatever you want to
limitless,
call
and
it,
still
lady
is.
stuff on there.
She could
and-
also make monsters disappear.
Oh, they get
especially
gross in
those
these
that lived in the
boxes at
shadows
nighttime.
under the bed.
Oh yeah.
Once,
All over on
this
Clapper?
woman put back together a
I
teenage
don't know what
girl's
that is.
broken heart, which had been
Stay
shattered
away.
in 1,000 pieces. Just by giving
Just
her
go
a
there
big
to
hug.
listen to Nephew Nick
She
Radio.
masqueraded as a regular
yeah?
person at work,
Yeah, it's
but
safe
as
there.
a superhero at home.
He gets crazy
Everyone
at
knows her as
nighttime.
Gabriella.
Stay away at nighttime.
I still call her mom.
The freaks come out at night.
Oh
Your
yeah,
hero needs you
that's
now.
where they go to
and
Clapper.
AARP is here to help. Find a care guide
The
you need
freak-
to help, complete with tips and resources.
I don't know how
at
Facebook feels about me talking about
AARP.org/caregiving.
another site like that, right?
A public service announcement
Sorry,
brought to you by
Facebook.
AARP
You guys
and the Ad
rock.
Council.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has
just don't
certified
let us.
water ionizers that make 7 types
You
of
heard
water,
me. I
including
said
healthy
Clapper's
alkaline.
dirty.
There's
Their
a
boxes are
5-micron filter
dirty.
that lasts
I
up to
love
a
your
year.
boxes.
Each
Very
machine
pretty.
lasts 25 to 30 years.
How are
Simply
their
attach
boxes
to your
dirty?
faucet or install under your
I
sink.
told you the girls
Even
are
get a mineral
gross.
spa unit for your
They do
shower.
dirty things
Go
over
to
there at
underwater.org.
nighttime.
Get a free ebook.
Oh yeah, you
Plus,
find dirty
pay for
panties
any
in my
machine in
box.
full and
I've
get an
found
extra
the
filter free.
remnants of
Change your
cocaine
water
on my
and change
counter.
your life.
How is
Underwater.org.
I don't even get that.
Craziness over there.
Hey, it's me, Mrs. Chidby. Check out Burn on TikTok.
They leave panties laying around. I found them hanging on
and
the
everything she
ceiling.
makes on TikTok, she sells
Bras in the
at
freezer.
YouHelpMeHook23
Oh, what
at
the hell
Etsy.
goes on
So
over
you can
there at
watch her
nighttime?
make it, and she'll make personalized stuff. So if you have an idea, like
Beer
I would like this
bottles
thing made, she
everywhere.
can make it. She can make anything.
All right,
She's
we're
an
going
incredible
live, Nick.
artist.
Behave
Check
yourself.
her out at You Have Me Hooked on TikTok and You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy.
WTHC. Good morning, everybody. 1048 over here on the East Coast. I want to thank everybody out there on Live 365 and TuneIn. That's right, guys. You can hear us over there on Live 365 and TuneIn. You can also find our podcast over on, what's it called? Dr. High?
Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify. Thank you. Brain fart. Spotify, you can find our podcast over there. It's WTHC Radio, hanging with Da.Hippie and Dr. High. It's over on Spotify. You can hear all of our past shows, and we're going to post all of our shows over there because I got to get them off of here every day because they're like, you don't have any more room. You don't have any more room.
Yeah,
so now we're moving them. We're moving them somewhere else. You can still find them on Facebook and YouTube in the past. And we are here for your disposal. We're here for anything you guys need, questions, anything. Well, not
Arisha,
anything.
good morning.
Not anything.
Carenza.
Hi.
Not anything? What's up?
There's some stuff I'm not into. Not into butt sex.
No?
No. Exit only, buddy. Exit only.
Oh, well.
All right. Anyway, back to weed.
Let's shout out this morning.
Don't say her real name.
Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Hadid. If you don't know who she is, I think she's a model. I don't know if she's the one that's married to Justin Bieber or not, but I don't think so, but maybe. But she got arrested in the Cayman Islands for having cannabis in her luggage.
Oh.
So I'm sorry that you got arrested, and I'm sorry things went down like that, but
me too.
Good to see a fellow shooter out there.
Gigi.
We like to see people
hands up.
The plan.
Yeah, that sucks that she got arrested, and that's horrible. But you know what? Now we have another reason to fight the stigma. Tell them to go to hell.
Yep.
Stand there, Gigi. Tell them to go to hell. How did you feel about the whole Russia girl there, the Olympic, the basketball girl, when she went over to Russia and got busted for that? Yeah, that's Brittany Griner.
I have two schools of thought on that.
All right,
I think
want to hear
it's a shame that she was imprisoned for having the cannabis oil, and from what I understand, it was CBD.
Half a gram.
Yeah, it was CBD. So yes, that's a terrible situation. Nobody should have to suffer the consequences.
How many months did she do? 9, 10 months?
She was there for a while.
Oh, more, maybe even more.
I believe that bringing her back prior to bringing back
the other dude,
Paul Whelan or something like that. I'm not
I kind of feel the same way. Like, man, they should have both been back. Get them all the hell out.
I don't think that they should have negotiated harder for one than
not the other.
Both, right? And the fact, you know who they traded for her, right? They traded Victor Boot. Do you know who Victor Boot is? The biggest arms dealer in the world.
Yeah, I've heard the stories. We don't really try to talk that kind of stuff here.
No, but if you watch the movie.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
With Nicolas Cage, what's the movie called?
No idea.
Art of War or War?
Maybe.
It's basically based on this guy. They don't use his name, but it's based upon his real situation. And they traded him for a basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
So
I agree. I agree that other dude should definitely be home, and anybody else, I don't, but at the same time, you got to, there's no excuse for her and him not being here. That's ridiculous.
The simple fact of the matter is that a lot of the world is still very frowns upon cannabis and derivatives of cannabis and anything to do with the plant. So when you're leaving your own country or when you're traveling outside of your own area, don't take it with you. Don't travel with it. You know what I mean?
Dr. High,
yeah.
I'm driving from the United States now, and I'm going to head over the border to Canada, okay? In the United States, I have a medical card. I'm coming to visit you, okay? I'm a legal patient in the United States.
Yeah.
When I get to Canada, is there going to be an issue at the border, or is there going to be, if I bring some with me?
I don't.
This is all hypothetical.
No, I hesitate to say that you should not.
I should tell them to go fuck themselves because I'm a patient
No,
and they can't
what
tell
I
me to
would
take
do-
my medicine away.
What I would do is I would keep my mouth shut, period.
Well, I'm
Don't
saying
bring-
if I got caught.
No, I'm just saying, don't get caught. Don't bring anything with you because you're coming to Canada. Where
Right.
you can have everything. And it's
Right.
cheap.
I'm
And it's
just
easy.
saying
There's no
hypothetically.
consequence.
I'm saying hypothetically, young man.
Right. And my response is that it would not be a good decision.
Okay. Thank you. So in 1988 or 89 or 90, when I pulled over at that Burger King and buried my ounce in the snow and then went over the border, that was a wise move.
Back then, I think that you probably would have escaped scrutiny.
We were 18,
You know what I mean?
19,
Yeah.
20 maybe years old. We were cruising. We're like, we got an ounce of weed. We're going to party in Montreal. It's drinking age is 18. Woo-hoo! And then we were like,
It was a different system back then. So
what are we
let's
going to
say
do with all this weed? But it wasn't legal there either.
No, it wasn't legal anywhere.
Right. So we
The
were like, oh
first
my God,
country
what are we going to do
legalize
with all this?
cannabis? The very first country to legalize cannabis was Uruguay, and they did it in 2013. That was the first one. Then Canada in
Speaking of
2018.
that, I heard of another country that's just about to, another smaller country that's about to legalize it totally.
Who, Portugal? No, they already
Maybe-
have.
No, somebody, I can't remember because I'm old, but I read about it yesterday. Damn it.
It's gonna happen more and more and more.
Notes.
And there's going to be two things that drive legalization. Number one is revenue for the government through taxation. That's the first thing that'll drive it through. The second thing will be the medicinal aspect. There'll be enough research done to show that there's very, very little harm with cannabis, and it makes absolutely no sense for it to be classified the way that it is. You know what I mean? It's less harmful than tobacco. It's less harmful than alcohol. It's less harmful than any other mind.
It still blows my mind that we're in this situation we're in.
Yeah.
And they would
Well,
rather
because-
let people get drunk and drive than let us have our weed. I don't even
Well, I
want to
mean-
drive when I get stoned. I'm like, I want to sit here on the couch. Don't even bother me, Mississippi.
Well, that's it. So, I mean, it's about being a responsible member of society, too, when you decide to drive stoned or drunk or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? That's a personal decision.
Absolutely.
Not for me to decide what you do. I know what I would do, but that's me. You know what I mean?
Amsterdam.
I wouldn't take anything to Amsterdam either. As a matter of fact, Amsterdam is changing.
I think she's saying that wouldn't they be one of the first places, maybe? Because they've been
Amsterdam never legalized cannabis.
They smoking dope over there forever.
It's not legal in the Netherlands. It's not legal in Amsterdam. Cannabis is technically not legal. It is. There's a certain word for it. It's a Dutch word. I don't remember what it is, but basically, what it translates into is tolerance. They have a tolerance for cannabis.
My buddy lives somewhere over there.
Yeah.
I want to say at one point he lived in Amsterdam and he would call me from there and it would be way different hours, and I'd be like, why the fuck you calling
Yeah,
me
because he's
at this time of night?
7 hours different.
Yeah. And I'd be like, why are you calling me at this time of day or whatever? And we would talk and he'd be like, I'm on my way home from the bar. He's an artist. He's a tattoo artist. He started out as a tattoo artist. He's moved on to he's become a famous artist now. He's done really well for himself. He travels. He has two tattoo studios, one in New York and one in Thailand. And he travels between Thailand and Amsterdam. He's got the life. Yeah.
He's
Well,
got the life.
the worst part, listen to this story. You ready? We're 16. He got kicked out of his house by his parents, and I raised him because he moved in with me, and he lived with me and my family for fucking 3 years. And he's like, listen, man, as soon as I graduate high school, I'm out of here. I'm going and I'm going to become a tattoo artist, and you should come with me. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm afraid. I would love to have been a tattoo artist. That was one of my dreams, And I was like, but I don't really feel like I have. And he couldn't draw for shit, man. He couldn't draw. I drew better than him. And now he's out there. He is, I wouldn't say world renowned, but he's getting there, man. He's very famous and very popular. he doesn't even tattoo anymore. Now he does like real art, paintings and shit, and sells them. He has his own art studio, and he's doing really well. Anyway, the long story short is he would stop in, he would go into the bar, and he would roll a joint on the bar. And they had just changed the rules, he said, and it pissed him off because he had to go outside the bar to smoke his joint now. He couldn't smoke the joints inside the bar anymore, but he could roll it right there on the bar. And he would talk to me about it while we were doing, we would be bullshitting it, hanging out, and he'd be like, all right, I'm going out. I just finished rolling my joint.
They Amsterdam got tired of weed tourism, of all the young people coming from Britain and places like that and getting so rowdy and puking in the streets and urinating in the streets, and because it's all kind of surrounds the red light district, right? Now you can't even do everything in the red light district, and it's just basically bad behavior has.
That's the same shit with people spraying our weed with fentanyl now. Bad behavior is going to fuck up shit.
It's a result of bad behavior. Right. But everybody always thought that cannabis was legal in Amsterdam, but it's not. It's like people would think it's legal in Jamaica, but it's not. You know what I mean? You could be arrested for weed.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Jamaica a couple months ago with Hobbies and Sister Sensei and a bunch of her friends there, and they were telling us all the bullshit. Yeah, no, you got to be a farmer and you have to have a license, and they got to come and they check your weed, and it's all. It's not like you walk around and you think it is. I mean, there's parts of Jamaica where you can go and get whatever you want, but it's all under the table.
I mean,
still.
There are countries that are more relaxed about it, like Spain is okay. Italy is fully medical.
That's why our friend lives there. Yeah, he went to Spain because it's more relaxed.
Germany's medical, and I think this summer at some point they're going open recreationally, so they'll become a fully legalized country. So there are countries that are getting there, and it's just going to take time, right? But there's going to come a point where the U.S. is going to say it doesn't make sense anymore. There is able through the legalization of cannabis, and they have to give access to these businesses to banking. Like dispensaries and that, they need access to banking because they're in a lot of danger. They have so much cash on hand. And if you can't bank, you can't use Visa and you can't use MasterCard because that crosses state lines, right? So there's a lot of problems with how do you deal with the money you make from your dispensary, even in a legal state, because you can't.
I didn't even think about that, man. What do they do? Bring that shit home and stuff it in their mattress?
Some of these places have bought old banks. Some of these dispensaries operate out of old banks that are buildings that used to be banks and have vaults built into them.
They have safes already in them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're really.
Hi, Kyle. How are you? We have Steve. How long would it last in your situation so you can drive? Good morning, Lori. How are you? To drive, I don't know. I feel like after 2 hours, I feel like if I'm not smoking constantly, after about 2 hours, I feel like I can, definitely go out and drive and not be impaired.
I think that's fairly reasonable. Unless it's an edible, then you might want to wait longer. If it's an edible, you might want to give yourself, 6-7 hours. But I'm thinking for smoked cannabis, 2 hours is probably quite sufficient.
Yeah, that's
but
what
you
I
would
feel.
still test over a legal limit in any country that's currently testing for THC. So you want to make sure you have a medical card and you are a real patient.
Did you read what Christopher just? He lives in an old bank and he has his grow room in a vault.
Very nice.
That is awesome, my man.
Yeah,
that is sweet.
That's excellent. And it's a great environment, right? Because he should be able to control everything in that environment.
Yeah.
Because they're like hermetically sealed or something vaults,
Oh my goodness. You got the code? That's the only big thing I'd be worried about is they didn't give me the damn code. My weed's locked in there. Just growing and growing.
That is pretty cool though.
That's awesome. I know I don't know them, but I've come across a couple DJs who I've seen on TikTok, and they work out of a bank, and they own a bank, I guess, and they DJ out of the drive-through window, so people drive through and put their requests in. They're driving by. It's fucking funny. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? The little chute comes up and shoots across and comes down, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, I'd like to see some pics. That would be pretty cool, Chris.
Felicia just stopped by and says she would love to hear Aerosmith. And then Felicia waves and drives by, and they're like, bye, Felicia.
You see, that'll be awesome. When Facebook's ready to let us do our thing, we'll have fun. We'll have so many options available to us, you know?
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, I can just keep playing and doing what we want and fight the fight. You know, we got to, if we don't, it's just like weed, man.
No,
if I don't fight this fight.
You don't want to lose the platform.
Well, yeah, I'm already suspended on my other one for sharing too much. They don't like that I share your stuff so much, but I got 40 some odd groups. And if I share you twice to 40 different groups, they're like 80 people you're sharing to.
I've had that problem too, but I think, I don't know what happened, but it was funny because I post in what I used to post in more than 100 groups a day. I'm not posting as frequently right now because I'll go back to that at some point, but I need to get the rest of my affairs in order, right? So that I can get back to focusing on that sort of thing, being able to post in social media and stuff like that now. But there was times when I get up in a high mark, maybe 70, 80 posts, and they would flag me down, right? And say, oh, it looks like it's spam or whatever.
Yeah, that's something I got. I got a 6-day suspension. I'm like, I went to go post something today.
I think they blocked me for 24 hours. And the weird thing was, when I came back in, I got the top contributor badges in, like, I don't know how many groups.
Yeah, right.
A lot. It popped all up at once. Bing, 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 bing. And since then, I haven't had a problem. Because it's almost like Facebook says, okay, these groups want him to post in there.
And they're happy with what he's
posting. They're happy with what he's posting. So,
yeah, yesterday I joined a whole shitload of new groups because, you know, I figure I see you in some, I see Lori, so I avoid those ones and I go to the ones that don't, you know, that I know people are not, you know, might not be sharing to, and I pick those ones up because, you know, I don't want you to be blowing us up, Lori to be blowing us up, Curly Kell to be blowing us up, myself blowing us up. You know, because I don't want 10 of our same posts going to the same group.
I'm actually the admin in like 5 groups.
Nice.
I have my own that I started. So, and anybody out there listen to us, you can join my Facebook group if you like at DoktorHigh. There is a actual Facebook group, but it doesn't make any difference. If you're following David Johnson, you're seeing everything that goes on at DoktorHigh anyway. But, yeah, so, but I haven't put these into any of those groups yet because we only figured out how to get them streaming today. But,
yeah,
you know, I'll go into that.
I can send you all the past ones.
Well, we'll be streaming in Europe.
Yeah.
We'll be streaming in Croatia because I'm actually the admin of a group in Croatia where I would translate my posts into Serbian and Croatian.
I don't know what I got to do, but one of my biggest listening areas on the radio is Cameroon. I don't even know how to say it.
Cameroon, eh?
Cameroon.
Cool.
I have a number of fans in Cameroon.
Yeah, that's in Africa, and they have
live
really high quality soccer comes out of Cameroon.
Well, I love my friends out there in Cameroon.
Yeah, there's some of the best football clubs in the world.
Yeah, football, not football.
Well, they call it football.
Football, yes.
Tina Livingston Smith.
Hello, Tina Livingston Smith.
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Dr. Livingston. Welcome in. I still got a couple more minutes unless you want to do the commercial early. We could.
Well, we can do whatever you want. You're
the boss.
Where are we going?
I don't know. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Let's run a commercial. I'm going to look at some of the questions on Google and see what we can
now I'm not ready. Hold on. Hold your horses. All right. You're listening to Da.Hippie. That's me. And DoktorHigh. That's him. And you're listening to WTHC Radio on Live 365 and TuneIn. And we are over here on Facebook and YouTube right now. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here and sharing it out and all the love. Much love to you all. Mwah! All right. Now we're going to run a commercial. We'll be right back.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink. Even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to ownyourwater.org to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get an extra filter free. Change your water and change your life. Ownyourwater.org.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute?
When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can, making sure they're safe and comfortable. But it's just as important that you take some time for yourself. At AARP, we can help with information and useful tips on how you can maintain a healthy life balance, care for your own physical and mental well-being, and manage the challenges of caring for a loved one. Because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
All right, class, let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Awesome. Where were you, Jill?
Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, Mrs. Tidby. Check out Bern on TikTok at You Have Me Hooked. She's amazing. And everything she makes on TikTok, she sells at You Have Me Hooked 23 at Etsy. So you can watch her make it, and she'll make personalized stuff. So if you have an idea, like I would like this thing made, she can make it. She can make it. She's an incredible artist.
Brian.
Check her out at You Have Me Hooked on TikTok and You Have Me Hooked
for some
23
reason
on
lost
Etsy.
your email.
I just want to
Please send me your email again, and I have the book, and I am ready to send it.
Find them over on Facebook. They're in
I have it.
Ellenville, New
It's
York.
officially in my possession
wow, what
now.
a great team over there. Really amazing.
And I
always
feel so
supporting
bad.
us
I
here
definitely
over at
have it, and I want to get it to you.
WTHC.
Don't put it here, though. Put it, I don't know. WTHC. Welcome back. We're hanging with Dr. High and Da.Hippie. That's me. And we're having a good time. Dr. High was just doing a little reading. I hope he came across something. Dude. Wake up.
Frozen.
There you are.
Frozen.
Now you're back. I took one good swift.
Now we're good.
Smack to the back of your head. And now you're back.
Why can't I pick up the radio station in Australia?
I don't know.
Are you picking it up now, Steve?
No, he's watching it here.
Oh, you should be able to just Google WTHC Radio and then click the first link that comes up, and it should take them right to your station.
I would think. But
yeah, that would be the simplest way. Just use your browser and put in WTHC Radio. And
I wouldn't even put radio because the actual station is just WTHC. Everybody just says radio.
Yeah, but if I put in WTHC Radio, the very first link is you. Maybe if you put in WTHC too, but
I don't know. I never look myself up, to tell you the truth.
No,
I just get on and I do what I do and I get off. I gotta learn to do more stuff. I mean, I don't know how, but oh, shit, I was just gonna say something, damn it. Oh, you can always go to the website too, WTHC-radio.com, and there's a button on the top there that says listen in, and just click that little listen in button and it'll bring you right to Live 365.
Nice. Michelle and Thomas. Oh, that's Mississippi and Thomas on Sundays.
Yeah, Mississippi and Thomas on Sundays. Brian, I got the book. Absolutely.
Brian, finally gonna get to learn all about is
I'm sending it to you. I'm going to look at my phone right now, and if I can do it right now, I'm going to do it right now.
Did they make it out to Kelly in that already? Kelly and who else?
Oh,
Who
yeah,
else?
no. Vern. Kelly and
Vern.
Vern. No, they all actually have to send me their emails again because they can't put them here because I can't go back into these stories and look back 6 miles. I think I have Kelly somewhere, but
if they want, they can send them directly to me, and I can send them out direct here. Either way. Either way.
I'm not doing Brian right now because I don't have enough hands, and I don't.
Frozen.
Anyway, all right. Well, I can hear you, but you look good. You there?
I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm not moving.
I can hear you, but you're not moving.
Well, that's okay. That might be
as
better.
long as well, now I can't hear you. You got to do better up there, Wi-Fi. Dr. High, are you okay? All right, guys, nobody fear. He just jumped out. He'll be right back. He'll be right back. He just jumped out to see if that helps us. Anyway, how are you guys? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member of the WTHC Army. We love you. If you have any questions about marijuana or mushrooms or anything to do with any of that legalization, anything growing, that kind of stuff, feel free to ask it in the chat. That's what we're here for. I'm just waiting for Dr. High to come back over there. And once he does, then I'll grab him up and he'll come back up here. You know what? We can play a 420 song. It's almost 420, right? We can do that while Dr. High is, well, we can't do it yet because it's not 420. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to hold it on my own. Hi. Sounds good. Thank you, Nick. Everybody chat a little over here so that I can have something to talk about because I don't have my friend Dr. High here. Dr. High? Dr. High! All right. Where has my Dr. High gone? The good Lord. It says cloudy, no rain right now, just cloudy. Cloudy. It was raining a little while ago, but it stopped. Do I have to send you another invite, Dr. High, you think? Maybe I have to send Dr. High another invite. Now I'm getting weird noises. Send him an invite. Maybe that's what I needed to do. Well, here it still comes up not available in Australia. See, that's a bunch of shit because they tell me it's worldwide. You should be able to get it. Mhm. Even on my website, did you go up to WTHC-radio.com? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. He's looking at your pics and he's like, oh, I forgot to go back. All right, it's close enough. Let's do a little muck sticky. Happy 420, everybody, until Dr. High gets back. Happy 420. Ah, there he is, just in time for 420.
Yes.
Let's smoke some pot. Smoke some pot. Smoke some pot. Come on, everybody, let's smoke some pot. Smoke some pot. Smoke some pot. Come on, everybody, let's smoke some. Well, come on, everybody, let's smoke some pot. Cause you know that I got a big bag and I wanna get you higher. So let me bum a paper and I'll roll the fuck.
Erica! Well, welcome in, Erica. We're here every day. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them right there in the chat. Don't be afraid. This is a open, what do we call it? Open format. Dr. High, now they're getting a little personal. What nationality are you? Canadian. That's all you need to know.
I am full-blooded Canuck, full-blooded Canadian. But if you want to go into my heritage, I'm you want to get into heritage, I'm British and Polish, and I'm a descendant of Pocahontas.
Newfoundland, Canada. I love you.
Hey, Erica.
WTHC, we're back and we're hanging. We just made a new friend. Her name is Erica, and she's from Newfoundland, Canada. We have friends of ours that live up in that New Brunswick area. Our friend Pothead lives up there, and I don't know if you know her. And Sir Stibbs is another good friend of mine. He lives in that area. You're that area that runs on that half hour, right? And so your 420 is actually at 2:50 in the afternoon over here on the East
Yeah,
Coast.
they're an hour and a half different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. But I love you because you give us an extra 420. But I always forget to play the 420 song. Then I'm like, damn it, I missed it.
How did Erica find us? I'd like to know how Erica found us. What brought her to join us today?
Probably my good looks.
It could be. It could definitely be. I saw Chris's pictures. That's pretty cool that you got a vault in there. Yeah, that's really kind of neat. What size is the tent? Is it like a 4x6? And I can see that you're just starting to sprout them beans. They're just breaking through in the pot. So, yeah, that's good. Little LED light and control the heat, especially in a space like that. That's a good idea. But, yeah, very nice. Good setup.
I'm a little jealous.
Is this your first foray, or you're just beginning a new cycle?
Or are you a pro?
Yeah. Kelly, what nationality I am? Canadian.
Oh,
And a true descendant of Pocahontas.
See, he looks just like her.
Yep. No, it's kind of neat, though. I found that out about 5 years ago. I had no idea. Pretty interesting.
Pocahontas.
I smoked Sunday Driver today. Sunday Driver, who's producing that? Who's the licensed producer, Erica? Sunday Driver.
Erica, this is DoktorHigh. He lives up in Canada as well. He's from where the hell are you from? Ontario.
I live in Ontario now.
Yeah, Ontario. And he's my doctor. I bring my primary care physician on every day, and we hang out and we talk about medicine. Don't be shy. We're here for you. We're crazy too.
That's fun.
I play with dolls. I believe it's a 4x6, and this will be my first full attempt. Becomes legal here in MN in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it looked like a 4x6 to me. So
legalization in Minnesota.
And then yeah, the 4x6, and then you have the so this is his first shot, eh? Comes legal here in 2 weeks. Nice. Well, where you're at inside your vault there, you should be pretty safe anyway. As long as you keep it to yourself, your location and what you're all about, you should be fine, legal or not legal. That's not going to be too big of an issue for you there. That's for sure.
Much love to Arkansas.
Yeah, I want to know more about the Sunday Driver that Erica's smoking on today. That's from Tabletop Cannabis, or who the licensed producer is, because this is a strain that's coming on. You know,
I've heard of it. I've actually heard it. I've had it.
It's maybe been around for about a year. At least I've seen it for about a year. I think I have smoked it, but I don't remember.
I feel like I enjoyed it.
Which could be a good sign.
If I remember a name of it, then I feel like I've had it. And
yeah, well, it's a unique name too. Have you ever smoked? Where's My Bike?
Me? No.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great strain, and it really does leave you with questions. I tell you, it does have.
I already have enough questions about what I do every day. I'm like, what did I do?
The couple times that I've got my hands on that strain, I have been very surprised at.
Heather says, I have had some of that by Hillfire. Where's my bike?
Where's My Bike?
Is it by Hillfire?
Well, no, Hillfire, maybe that's in the States.
I don't know.
I actually got mine from when I got it from a res in Montreal. So they have some great pot shops up there. I have a friend that owns a place called BC Quad Shop. And,
BC Quad Shop.
Shout out. And he's got some of the finest product going. As a matter of fact, and I think we're looking at getting back up to Montreal in the next couple of months, but I might go talk to him about putting in a couple of days a week in there. There's BC Quad Shop. I would probably enjoy that.
Never smacked.
Sunday Driver. Okay. How you doing, Elvis?
Elvis, what's up, my man? That's his cousin, Brandon Brookins. That song we play, It's Life.
Okay. And this is the first time Heather's joined us too.
I think so. She might have been here and just never really spoke before.
Well, I'm seeing a link right above the Facebook, so I'm wondering if it's coming from.
Oh yeah, that's coming from you. That looks like it might be coming because you got that same little link thing over there on your Facebook.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? West Virginia. You have good dispensaries there in West Virginia?
That's where Lori's from too.
Sunday Driver. I smoked some Hippie Smacked.
Didn't smack nothing.
Hippie Smack. I've never even heard of Hippie Smack.
I didn't smack anything, I swear.
And Erica paid $70 an ounce for it. It's pretty good, but I must say I've ordered from other sites. Oh, okay. All right. So you got that through a website. See, that's what I was talking about, Hippie. You must have websites like this in the U.S.
Oh,
too.
Heather was here with little boxes.
Very nice. Very nice.
thank
Well,
you
I'm
for
glad to
coming
see you
back,
back.
Heather.
Thanks for coming back. We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, were you able to see the numbers, Erica, on that ounce? Did it come with a label from the testing? I'd be curious to know what the numbers were like at $70. That's pretty good. I mean, we're in Canada, so you can buy ounces like that from the dispensary
for $70.
Yeah, they'll top out really here to like 140, 150 would be kind of the max on an ounce. But they have to, right? They don't have any choice, so they're not going to sell the product. That's the problem. As far as I understand, there's something like 50 million grams sitting in warehouses across this country that doesn't get into the marketplace. It's excess. It's market excess.
I was reading about that, DoktorHigh, and they were like talking about all the excess and all the trim that's still quality stuff that gets wasted. And they were like, we really need to work on something. So I heard some of the dispensaries, or I guess the growers, are coming up with like package deals and selling it cheaper and giving you discounts on it. And it's,
well, what they should be doing? All this additional product should be given to treatment centers, vets, treatment centers, people with opioid addictions who want to try and utilize cannabis to those. This excess product in the marketplace should be donated back through organizations that will control its distribution for a very specific purpose.
To radio stations that support the I tried. Give it back to the hippie.
There'll be commercial players that'll be willing to step up for that, I'm sure.
I don't want them to throw it away, though. It makes me sad.
Well, I'm glad you had a great time, Heather. Thank you so much.
$30 for a quarter. Yeah, man.
Oh, pre-milled. 22%. That's a fair number. You don't really like people look for the highest THC possible.
I can't believe the shit I got right now.
Well, really, if you find something that's 16% or above, but has a great terpene profile or a little bit of CBD, just as effective. You're going to get high from it. You're going to feel okay. It's good, right? But the problem is, and I saw a little thing on Facebook going around over the last week or so with Tommy Chong holding up a sign that says, no, it's not about THC or something like that. And it's right, because the market has been twisted out to want to shop for the highest percentage of THC possible. But that's really not an indication of ridiculous. Because if you want high THC, go with a concentrate. Flower, high THC isn't the be all and end all. High THC is great for extraction, right? But I think anything that you can find in the, 16 to 24% range is suitable for almost everybody,
And what do you do when you find something that's at like 32 and then you find a seed?
Buy as much as you can and plant that seed and see what happens.
I got that seed already planted in a warm location.
How long has that been? How long has that been in the towel? 2 days now?
Well, yesterday about this time.
Okay.
No, I guess so. Towards the end of the show, I guess.
Okay.
So almost 24 hours. But I told you it was in a cool location for the first 12.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Not a warm.
All right now.
All right, yeah. Now it's in a warm, dark location.
Did Brian send you the email or me?
I don't know. He confuses me. I can't look because I only got one hand and it really doesn't work well. So,
well, it's not me.
This is I don't know. Do you consider this a podcast, DoktorHigh?
A podcast?
Us, our little.
I mean,
I think it's just part of the radio show.
Yeah, but I don't know how that's defined, right? Is a podcast kind of like a radio show with visuals? because I've done podcasts in the past.
No visuals in a podcast. I think
Yeah, I'm going to say
that's
I've
what
done them
makes
in
it
the past, but then you got
You
Joe
go
Rogan
to Spotify.
where you can see the visuals.
Yeah, I guess you call it whatever the fuck you want, right? I call it
Yeah.
the hippie spectacular Dr. High show.
There we go.
See,
that works.
Don't matter. They call our two fat bud friends from over at the 420 Campfire. Have you joined that one yet? That's a good one. Facebook page, 420 Campfire.
Yeah, no.
But
I
anyway,
can't. Lately, I can't keep up with the groups that I'm in. Like, I almost have sensations of guilt. As a matter of fact, like I saw in my comments yesterday, a group that I posted in quite a bit, and I haven't gotten to in the last, like, I'm going to say maybe month or so. The admin of that group commented on the post I made yesterday and said, "Look, please come back and post in our group again. It's been a long time," kind of thing, you know. So, yeah, it's hard for me to even keep up on what I've got going on because I'm just so, I'm just one guy trying to build something, and it takes a lot of time. And, it's frustrating for me. I wish I had more time in the day to.
Hi, Fable.
But we'll get there. Hey, Fable's back. How are you?
Yep. Don't forget the hippies are on sale, only $149.99.
So does
very own pair.
Does Heather or Erica or anybody like that have any questions? Anything they're curious about cannabis they'd like to know? Anything they've thought about and just never found the answer for? Oh, you checked on my website yesterday. Hey, Lori, how did you like it? And which one did you see?
Any more picture sales?
Nope, not yet. Not yet. I wonder how Robert made out on the website for the mushrooms.
I don't know if he did. I still don't know if
you
he's gotten anything.
You looked at all the site? H&H, the hippie and high. Hippie and high. How did you like the pics, Lori? That's very appealing to a lot of people, the images. They like them.
Waking and bacon is always a good thing. It's one of the best highs of the day, waking and bacon.
Yep. Oh, you saw the mushrooms, saw all the goodies. Nice. I'm doing outside grow. Some kind of bug is enjoying the leaves.
That's not funny.
No?
Yeah, we got to take care of that immediately.
You know what you can do?
Erica, yeah, that's not
for
good.
situations like that, Erica, is you can take just a little bit of regular dish soap. Take like a 1 liter spray bottle and put maybe 2 or 3 drops of dish soap.
Tiny drops.
Very little drops, but 2 or 3. And fill the bottle up with water and then spray down your plant with that because the insects don't like the smell or the taste of the soap. So they'll tend to leave it on. That's also something you can do if you're suffering with powdery mildew. Sometimes at the end of the season, right, we're getting into late September or October. If the weather turns cold and damp, your plants can start to experience what they call powdery mildew, PM, where you get mildew build up on the leaves. And the soapy water that you can use for the insects is also pretty useful for that purpose also.
Heather, good news. I'm sorry that you have to go and do that house cleaning shit. Ugh, I hate it. But you can put us on Live 365 or tune in and still listen to us while you're doing that house cleaning, and we'll be on all day. I mean, Dr. High leaves in a couple hours or an hour or so.
But the music's phenomenal, always.
I'm on rocking and rolling all day until 4:30 in the afternoon, and the fun guy comes on and he rock and rolls in the middle of the night. Man, he's crazy, man. His numbers are through the roof.
Like I laugh to myself. Hey, I'm sitting here in the afternoon working on the computer doing my thing. I got your station on. And I gotta laugh at myself, and I think, "Fuck, man, I can't believe that. Like, this is what I'm listening to, but yet I'm actually on this station a couple hours a day. It's gotta be."
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so thankful that you are on it. I love having you here every day.
I enjoy it.
I hope you do. I hope I don't annoy you too much.
Nah,
I have a tendency to annoy people.
No, not at all.
Mrs. Hippie's been hating me for like 20 years.
So Lori says, I'm interested in the gummies and the shrooms. Yeah, I think you'll find them both interesting. Which the shroom gummies or the Amanita muscaria?
When we were in the back yesterday, we had a couple questions about your. They had a couple questions about your website yesterday when they were in the back room. I don't remember all the questions, but
Both. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think you can go wrong, Lori, because I've tried the mushroom products. I actually have them all here. When I became part of Canaglow, I got about $500 worth of mushroom products when I signed up. So I've tried all the mushroom products, and I think they're phenomenal. Like they've really changed my level of energy and my focus.
The smile on his face.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. The cannabis products I can't personally speak about because I've not been able to try them, but somebody whose opinion I trust tremendously has tried them all, and we spent 2 hours talking about them. Yeah, it's Master Rochi.
Shout out.
So, I'm very, very confident in those two. Yeah, that's a great idea, Erica. Microdosing shrooms to help with anxiety.
Erica, I've always heard put a good little old bottle or a can of beer at the bottom of, and the slugs will go to the beer and they won't really mess with your plants. I mean, you'll have put a tray of beer on the bottom of your greenhouse. I don't know. Anything else? You got any other ideas for the greenhouse situation with snails and unwanted bugs?
I never really had to deal with those kind of bugs. Like I've dealt with thrips and spider mites and
well, you did a warehouse. I'm sure you had like a cement floor, right? And it was enclosed. We're talking like a little greenhouse, I think.
Oh, yeah. No. Like my grows like that weren't in a greenhouse. No, they were in controlled environments.
Borax, maybe around the outside of the greenhouse.
Yeah, like actually positive pressure rooms, right? Where air never went in, it only came out. You know what I mean? Like when the doors, they were pressurized. Everything was pressurized inside there. So salt and borax, there you go.
Put hair around the greenhouse.
So
then I can do it. Put a little
Lori
hair.
asked me if all the products have Delta 9 in them. No, not all the products do. The mushroom products, for the most part, are just the mushrooms, except for the Amanita muscaria. It comes in 2 versions. It comes in a version that it's just Amanita muscaria mushroom, and the other one is Amanita muscaria plus D9 THC. So one mushroom has the cannabinoids, the other one doesn't. Now, that's for the mushroom section. Once you get into the other edibles, yes, they all have D9. So, and the tarts and the gummies are supposed to be pretty good. The Holly Barker tarts and gummies are supposed to be pretty good, but so are the other ones. I've heard the, hold on a second, I don't remember the names, but I'll open it up and have a look. And I'll tell you which products I've heard some really good stuff about.
I mean, if I drank a cup of your coffee every day that comes with them like shroomy things in them, would that be like microdosing? Or do I have to drink a pot of coffee?
No.
Or is that
there are definitely
coffee that tastes like mushrooms.
There are beneficials in these mushrooms, right? But these aren't psychedelic mushrooms for the most part.
It's not like doing the
Amanita muscaria. If you were going to try any mushrooms from my dispensary, the Amanita muscaria with the THC is what I would try if I was you. You know what I mean? But when we're talking about microdosing, we're talking more about the psilocybin, right?
So that's 2 different things. So technically, I could take your mushrooms and still microdose, or would that be too much?
No, you could do that. It wouldn't be too much.
I could take a tart every morning as a vitamin.
Yeah,
and then
that's what these are.
Take my at the same time. Take my capsule of my microdose.
Yeah,
and my CBD. How much CBD am I taking? Did you say?
For what?
I don't know. For crazy. For
We
a lot
haven't
of
talked about your CBD consumption for a while.
we talked about it a couple days ago. Yeah, a couple shows ago. But we were talking about getting it into pure form and then and then turning it into some sort of a vape cartridge or something, so that I could.
Oh
vape
yeah, that can
CBD
be done.
Because
That can be done.
you said that I should be taking a CBD on a regular basis because I'm old and ugly and fat.
Yep, that can't do you any harm. So here we are for the gummies. But you know what's kind of funny is we actually have intimate products, cannabis infused intimacy products. I don't know if you've seen those or not.
How
but
you
we have
doing?
our sexy little secret aphrodisiac shots. for
Edible
her.
panties.
No, it's actually a shot. It's a drink. They come 4 shots in a package, and they come for him and they come for her, and they're meant to enhance your libido and experience.
What?
So
It's
they're
going to
real-
make me more experienced? Mrs. Hippie will be thrilled.
It's going to make your experience enjoyable.
Make my
Now,
more
back to Lori for a second. For the
Unless it's going to turn Mrs. Hippie into a hot blonde, my experience is going to be the same no matter what.
That's funny.
Don't call me
What are we
glitch.
going to look at? What are we trying to find here? Where's the gig?
What hurts like a mofo?
So, from what I understand,
Oh, we got another Matt. Call an ambulance. Oh my God, she lost her toenail. You're off of work for a month, then we're going to put you on late duty for 6 months. You're going to sit at the front door of WTHC and welcome everybody in.
That's no fun.
Uh-oh. Erica's got a whole story over here. I recently got some...
Amazonians.
Are those big women? Isn't that like a woman?
I've not heard of Amazonians, but penis envy I'm familiar with. Had it for a long time.
I thought Amazonians were like big women from the Amazon. Once I got the Amazonians, I stopped reading. She was like, too big of words. I'm not reading anymore. So tell me what she said, DoktorHigh.
Oh, she's talking about magic mushrooms. So she found with the Amazonians, they were perfect for microdosing because it was an uplifting feeling and mellow, chilled mood. Penis envies, before, they were marvelous, good feeling, but only need smaller doses of that kind, and I never go back to blue meanies. Them fuckers be mean, and had a bad trip on those. So microdosing is really not getting it's not about getting the real psychedelic experience. It's more subtle than that, right? It's just about mood elevation and a change in the way you're feeling. I mean, if you're getting to the point where you're having a bad trip, it's probably because you've used more in a recreational volume, right? So this would be what I would think anyway for that. So yeah, for the mushrooms, you got the microdose Amadita with the HDI D9, which is hemp derived.
Hi, Crystal. Crystal says, hi, David.
Hey, Crystal, how are you? We were just talking about Master Roshi. We were actually talking about
Well, let me run a commercial real quick, and we'll talk to Crystal when we come back. You can talk to her while the commercial's on. I won't be able
Oh, there we go. That's right. Yeah, you can still hear me. Yeah, it was just we were just talking about some of the products from Canaglow.
Check out Vern on
And,
TikTok. You
I
have
was
me.
saying that,
She's amazing.
the mushroom products I could talk about because I've been able to get those in Canada, but not the THC products because they're only in the US. However, according to Master Roshi, they're excellent products because they're just one I trust.
You booked on TikTok and you have
doing well.
Hey, Dad.
Your call. We haven't talked in a little bit, and
Hey, Dad,
we should
your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't
Yes.
you take a minute?
When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can.
I want to thank everybody so much for being here. It's been an amazing day. Thank you so much.
At AARP, we can help with information.
We're here every day, 10 a.m. on the East Coast. That's 9, 8, 7, respectively.
Because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Nice.
We're here for you. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving.
Public service announcement.
Brought to you by
DJ Nephew Day.
Council.
Yeah, you got a big heat wave in the States.
All right.
Yeah, down south.
Hear what
Those
everyone
crazy
did this
bastards. I heard there was an airplane issue yesterday. Like, people were stuck on the runway and the plane was in 115-degree weather. And they were all in the plane. They started getting rowdy.
Huge rock.
Oh, yeah, that's a very uncomfortable situation to be in.
I couldn't even imagine.
That tarmac is radiating the heat right back to the body of the plane. The engines are rolling, so you got all that heat coming out of the back of the plane, and you're in an aluminum tube.
Breathing and
I saw that, Crystal. I saw the picture. You finally got the pool up and going, eh? Oh, you must be enjoying that because I'm sure it's warm in Indiana.
Anyone want to come this
I'm sure it's warm.
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the
Yep.
forest this week. And
For all
find
the out there that wonder how the THC products are through the
Check out
dispensary through Canada Grow,
brought to you
Crystal
by the US
has
Forest and the Ad
used the products and has tried them.
Bottled water.
And,
Water has certified
and
medical grade
through
water
their
that makes
effectiveness.
7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter
Oh,
that lasts.
liners suck.
Replacing a liner is no fun, and I don't know what it costs in the States, but here to replace a liner on a 24-foot round is about $1,200
shower.
plus
Go to
the labor. So you're like $2,000 to replace a liner here. That
in full and get an extra
that's for
filter
a
free.
liner.
Change your water and
Hi, Shauna. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. WTHC. Good after morning. I do it again. Good after morning. Good morning, everybody. It's 11:50 over here. Wednesday, July 19th. It's 68 beautiful, crisp, cool degrees here in the Poconos. So some people may be very jealous of my weather, but don't be jealous because you're laughing at my ass when it's in the winter and I got 18 feet of snow and you're all sitting in the 60s and 50s. You know, I'm freezing my ballies off.
I don't know where they are, but when you got that much snow, we got it here too. And where I'm about to move is even worse.
Well, yeah, I've heard Montreal gets good. Anyway, let me turn your volume back up so I can hear and everybody can hear you. All right, there you go. All right, so
Shauna's still with us. So let's welcome Shauna to join us. That's so nice.
Welcome
Thank you
in,
for
Shauna.
taking the time to spend some of your time with us. We appreciate that. Absolutely.
If anybody has any questions.
Glory got herself a koala bear. Those are nice. Oh, a crystal. Koala bear crystals. Is that what that's about?
Oh, yeah. Koala bear crystal last night. She got it on Bella's Badass Crystals. Yeah.
Wow.
I was jealous. I loved it.
Well, thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. I need to get back with Master Rochi. It's time that we had another sit down, a good conversation on Thursday night or on Monday night. It's been too long.
It's time for me to meet Mr. Rochi and put him in a box right over here.
I think if Master Rochi has some free time in the morning, it would be wonderful if you could join us.
If we could wake his ass up.
That would be very cool. Good guy, very plugged into the community.
Is he a sleeper?
What's that?
Is he a sleeper?
No, I think he's a hard worker. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, with me, Crystal, I'm happy to spend time with you guys all the time. I really, really enjoy the time that I spent with Queen Kate and Master Rochi. Always great conversation, and I'm up for it any time. Yeah, he's up early in the morning off to work. I'm actually surprised he does his lives a couple days a week because he's got to be tired. I would think he's so busy all the time.
Yeah, but I know that is.
Yeah.
So what else you want to talk about, Dr. High? Tell us about Dr. Roach. Dr. Rochi. Now you got me calling everybody doctor. Dr. Rochi, Dr. Crystal, Dr. Shauna.
Well, Master Rochi has a line of oils, beard oils, and that you can find them online. Master Rochi's Garden.
Beard oils?
Oh, yeah. Nice ones, too, from what I hear. I'd really like to give them a try. But once again, I'm in the wrong country. If I was in the States, I tell you, I'd be traveling all over, meeting with everybody and having a great old time. But I'm not allowed there anymore. So I shall stay over this side of the border, and I'll see you all. Yes, that's it. Crystal can describe to us what Master Rochi has.
Beard
much
and
I can. She's much more familiar with the products, being that she is Mrs. Rochi. So, Uncle Roach tattooed on your leg. Nice. You want to have who's your buddy, Nick? He's a cannabis person, obviously. That's why he would join us. We'd have fun.
Oh.
Who was the reason that Fable started painting? Uncle Roach or Master Rochi?
I am so lost. I don't even know what I'm paying attention to Crystal.
Oh, that's going to be a great product. CBD muscle rub. There's a lot of evidence to show that CBD can be beneficial in the recovery for athletes, can shorten recovery time. Yeah, so that's a great product to have coming out.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Especially with the NFL and NHL and everybody looking into all this now. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're starting to see the proof, right? So that's all it's going to take.
Shit, like sports related, something.
Yeah, that's all it's going to take, right? Deep methanol. So like a tiger balm with CBD? That sort of thing, Crystal?
Crystal, if I don't know, can you invite people up? Are you able? Only if I make you a co-host. When I can make you a co-host,
yeah,
then you would be able to. But maybe because you're connected to her, maybe you can. I don't know. See.
No, I don't have any button here that.
Oh no.
Gives me that kind of option.
I don't know if she's
that I can see.
Up and talking to you. I don't know.
Nice. Oh, that's going to be great. We'll have to. Maybe what we'll do is.
Oh, see, that's another thing right there, Dr. High. There are people that are in here on a normal say they can't see her comments anymore.
Oh, they must think that we're crazy.
Yeah, they do. They're like, who is Crystal? What the hell are they talking about?
They must think that we're crazy. They can't see any of the conversation that we're having. They can't see the other side of it.
Yes.
Oh,
well, they always thought I was crazy anyway, but no, she's not on YouTube. She's on his Facebook. So he's connected to his Facebook, and I don't know if you guys could see. Look,
I got a lot to learn, Crystal, about how to operate these technologies. I'm in the dark. I'm like a caveman coming into the light.
Curly Kel's like, I'm like, who is he talking to?
Myself, I do that sometimes. Amanda, how are you?
Amanda, how are you?
Nice to have you join us. Thank you.
Welcome in, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon to some of us.
Ann says that she has a friend who's got 25 years studying and working with cannabis. So I'm trying to get him on the backstage. I think it would be great to have somebody with that much experience to, yeah, I think it would be awesome. These are the kind of people we'd like to talk to because it triggers conversations that go off to the side, right?
Right, and then all of a sudden we're on to something, and then we get going, and it just goes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But even today, it's been great. We have 14 or 15 people hanging with us currently, and it's been nice to have people talking. The chat's moving a little bit over there. It's been a great show.
Well, you're welcome to join us anytime, Crystal.
Yeah.
You're welcome to join us anytime.
Follow. I don't know how to tell people to follow me. Tie-Dye Tea, I guess, is the name. I don't know. Or WTHC Radio, I guess. Can I have friends? I don't know who I can invite and who I can't. I don't know if it's my real friends list or if it's my WTHC Radio list.
Yeah, I think you have to do it through your personal.
Yeah, so then you got to follow Tie-Dye Tea.
Yeah, I can't send from my DoktorHigh. I can't send invites.
But are you
From the
friends with
group,
Tie-Dye Tea?
Well, yeah, I got you in my messenger, so it must be.
Okay, I don't know if I'm Tie-Dye Tea or if I'm so confused.
Nice. We're good, thanks, Miranda. Just doing our thing, talking about weed and whatever comes up. Mostly cannabis we're talking about.
I got Crystal Speed. I'm going to look myself, Crystal, and see if I can invite you up. Hold on. Because how much longer are you hanging if Crystal comes up? Because we usually end right around now. DoktorHigh has got about.
We probably want to do that.
You want to just set Crystal up for another day,
Yeah,
tomorrow, or
another time, so we could actually have a little bit of time. We'll talk with Crystal and see what works for her. What would you like to do, Crystal? Is there a time that you'd like to join with us and come on and talk about Master Rochi and all the wonderful products you do, and the time that you're out at the festivals and the events and
anything you want to talk
about?
I see
you guys out there.
You couldn't find WTHC Radio on Facebook? That's not good. I swear I'm out there. I have friends and everything that can prove it.
That can prove it. That's funny.
I'm sure that one of my friends in here, they can't even see her. Her name is Crystal Space Speed Avery. Avery.
Yeah.
If you could find her somehow and then share it to her, that would be wonderful.
Oh, well, I have Crystal's one of my friends. So
the picture I want isn't on your website. Oh, Lori, he sold it already.
Who says that?
Lori said the picture that she wants is not on your website.
Well, why don't you screenshot it, Lori, and send it to me, and I will get it up into Etsy so you can download it and print it if you'd like. Oh, Hippie, your leg's looking a little bit weak. Well, that if
you almost sore up my dress.
You screenshot it on your phone.
She's got a flip phone.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if she has.
How does she watch us on Facebook? What, the pictures in one of the shows?
Oh, was it something you had hanging in the background or something? One of the shows. You know, one she wants the one with all when you were sitting here. It was one of your backgrounds with all the plants and stuff. All the
nighttime, the green one, or the one that was really colorful?
Nighttime one, or the one that was really colorful. Yeah, there was a couple of them that were really nice. I remember her saying that she really.
Hold on, let's see what we can do here. Let's see, was it that one? Or was it
that one?
That one? Which one? I just showed two.
No and no.
Yes, yes, no, no.
Yes was from what I was saying before. No,
I was going to say that combination of words.
Not like that, Crystal. TYEDYE, all one word, and then a space or a underscore maybe, and then TEE as in like the golf tee. Tie-dye, all one word, TYEDYE. Tie-dye, because I'm crazy. T. She said no to this one too.
So that's not it. Lori, did I get it right in any of the ones that I showed so far? Thank you, Fable. Okay, Lori's going to find it. No, I didn't show it yet.
It was the one where the sunrise was coming up, or the sunrise was setting. That one. Yeah, that's the one I like. Daryl, how are you? Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Daryl? Thanks for joining us.
Another friend of yours, Dr. High. We appreciate you coming by. This is WTHC Radio. You can find us on Live 365 and tune in every day. I start at 8 in the morning on the East Coast. Dr. High usually joins me around 10 a.m. every day.
Nice. Yeah, we get into it. We get into it. We haven't exactly figured out our format yet, but we're kicking it around and we'll get it sorted out.
I kind of like our format. It's kind of like fly by the seat of our pants format.
Yeah, it's good, but it's a little special either sometimes.
Yeah, once we start getting some interviews coming in and hanging out, we'll have stuff to talk about.
That's it. Do you want to run a commercial?
No.
Are you ready? Or is it too early?
No, it's a little early.
First slide off to the side because the puppy's crying at the door.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. I got this. I can dance. Oh yeah, we're all about stoners. We're here for you though. We're here to help you. Interview Nick. What are you, nuts? Nick.
Yeah, we'd really like to just turn this into a forum for people who are learning about cannabis, want to know more. Any of your questions, cultivation, extraction, usage, benefits,
growth,
all of it.
You know, starting from the seed all the way till the final product.
From seed to smoke.
My ankle got you a follower? Sweet. See what a little leg will do for you? See what a little leg will do for you?
Yeah. Well, I guess there was a time in the 50s you could stop a truck with your legs, like that, a woman.
Right.
I think there was a time that it was indecent to show your ankles as a lady. I can't remember what century that was.
You had to wear a dress all the way down to your feet.
Yeah. And still, I see here, like, there's a big Mennonite community where I live.
Me too.
And I see them in Walmart and stuff like that, and they still dress very, very conservative.
Absolutely, right to head to toe. I'm very big, very Amish and Mennonite area here in the Poconos.
Yeah. I think it's kind of neat.
I don't. I think I love them. They're wonderful people, but I hate when their little horse and buggy gets in front of me and I can't go around them fucking 6 hours. And I'm driving behind a damn horse who's decides to stop and just drop a deuce in the middle of the road.
A horse, man. What do you want?
Ow! No! I don't want to follow a horse down the road. I'm not a cowboy.
So the ones Lori wants are from the videos on July 6 and 7.
All right, Curly Kel. Now we're talking.
I'll have to figure that out. What's going on there?
Curly Kel.
They have pony diapers.
Yes, pony diapers. That's what they need. Nobody cleans up after their horse. I'll tell you that.
Times.
You know, you
Chris
get
said she'd love to be in the Poconos. Well, it's not that far, right? Indiana and the Poconos aren't all that far together. Like, isn't Indiana bordered on Pennsylvania?
Who said something about Pennsylvania?
Crystal. So she'd love to be in the Poconos.
That's not that great. No, so it's getting bigger. It's getting more and more populated. It used to be beautiful country, and then they're becoming more of a. It used to be a resort area as well when we were kids. Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, where all you have to bring, I'm not a singer, is your love of everything. Anyway, that's still here. It's turned into a huge casino and resort now. And then we have a bunch of other resorts all over the place in this area. And they are just building and building and building. And it's going to be a huge mecca.
Hey, Dr. Ghost. Dr. Ghost. How are you, Dr. Ghost?
I don't see any ghosts. He must be invisible.
That's my man right there.
Frederick?
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Ghost, how are you? I was like, I don't see a ghost. You're seeing things, Dr. High.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing? How's Florida treating you?
Hot.
Hot. Yes.
Yeah, so now we have like Kalahari resorts here. We have Camelback Mountain, and they're
I know you're in Florida. I see what's happening. Just crazy busy, man, building everything and doing all this stuff. Keeps you with no time. Well, no shite, Sherlock.
I don't know what she's yelling at us. But
who's yelling?
No shite, Sherlock over there.
Nice.
I probably said something. She's saying, "No shit, Sherlock."
That's good, man. A woman can make things much peaceful, man. Got a lot of respect for you too, Ghost. Glad to hear that things are going okay and that you're comfortable where you're at, and you got some companionship. That's really nice to have. Very good.
It is so amazing to have all you guys stopping in, all of Dr. High's friends. It's been amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. You can hear us live every day on Live 365 and tune in. It's WTHC. You can also tell your Alexa, say, Alexa, play WTHC on Live 365, or Alexa, play WTHC on TuneIn, and it'll come right up. Unless your Alexa's like mine, a bitch, and doesn't listen ever and does whatever the fuck it wants. Tells me the weather when I ask for a radio show. It tells me.
I won't have one in my house. I really don't. Like, I don't use the voice thing on the television or any of it because I think it's just a spy. I really do. Like, they're listening all the time. My phone.
You know, I hear you guys and I hear everybody saying all that stuff, but I figure, you know what? I'm 50-something years old. If they're going to come spy on my ass, then they got something wrong because I ain't doing anything stupid over here. I'm just getting high. And if that's what they need to know, then come on over and spy on my ass. I don't give a shit. Just leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. I don't care.
I don't know. It's just that old school mentality for me, right?
I mean, I understand you got that whole history of yours, so I could understand.
I don't do anything anymore that I need to be concerned with. Like I
can understand having that past and having that worry.
Yeah, but it's still always going to be in me, right?
An anxiety that you might have for the rest of your life. It's PTSD from.
I don't need the privacy, but I want it. You
living
know what I
that
mean?
lifestyle, yeah, living that lifestyle for that long could cause PTSD, though. No. And then of course your outcome didn't come out great, so you know, definitely going to cause some PTSD there, you know. So I can understand being a little, and then you know you got everybody with their conspiracy theories and whatever else, you know, and you know, so you
Listen,
know, you never know.
Conspiracy theory comes out when somebody's too close to the truth. That's when they pull out the word conspiracy theory because they're trying to discredit somebody.
I don't know anything about anything. That's why I say I don't pay attention to it at all. Just leave me the fuck alone. Let me do my stuff and leave me the fuck alone. You know,
I always tell my don't worry, CIA, I still ain't allowed to chop pumpkins on my jumper. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the phone does the same thing too. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes my phone will just be there and the movie will be on or TV's on.
Oh, it does it all the time. I could be sitting and having a conversation with my wife with just us. Our phones are down on the table about cesspools. And then the next thing you know, you open up your phone and everything you're looking at is cesspool.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like,
and I'm like,
you know, and they're going to do that because that's the way, because of the way things are changing, right? Companies are smart enough to realize they got to target market people now. They got to start thinking differently about how they do it. Instead of marketing like to 30 million or 300 million people at the same time with a TV commercial that costs a couple $1 million for 15 seconds, you spend that couple $1 million and put it into social media marketing. It goes a whole lot further, you know, or Google ads or whatever. You know, and the algorithms are there.
I just think they're not bright enough to have caught on yet. You're talking about old folks who are still not into that stuff, you know, just like the people who shame us people for smoking marijuana. You know, it's that older generation that just hasn't, once we're up there and we're in charge of all this shit, our generation, and we're starting to get there now, things are going to start to change, hopefully for the better, I hope. I mean,
yeah, that's it. Thanks for popping by, Ghost. Good to talk to you. Yeah. No, I mean, evolution takes time, right? Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get there.
And I figure we don't have, I'm not going to be here, so fuck it. My kids got to worry about it. Is that wrong? I guess, but you know what? I got fucked. I got left in this situation. No matter what, I had to deal with whatever I had to deal with in my life.
Take it easy, brother. We'll chat soon.
Take care. Nice to meet you, Ghost. I appreciate you stopping in. Everybody, thank you so much for being here today. It's been an amazing day. I appreciate everybody. We got hopefully some potential people. I'd love to have Crystal up in the near future, and Master Rochi, and
well, Master Rochi, we might have to do a special evening edition.
Oh, no wish, whenever time is available.
Evening edition for
the only thing I would have to worry about is is if we go into Timmy's time. It'd have to start so that we can be done before Timmy goes live on his show.
Man, I've been examining the inside of my eyelids for 2 hours by the time Timmy hits the radio.
I know. Me
Whatever it is.
No. The latest I would say it would be like 10 o'clock our time. So if we did like 8 to 10 or something,
Yeah, which is perfect. Which is perfect for Master Rochi.
Yeah, might be earlier for them. I like the East Coast because then everybody else it's either earlier.
Well, we'll set it all up for sure, Crystal. We'll get it all arranged. That shouldn't be a problem. Just takes a little bit of communication. I haven't talked to Master Rochi in, 3 weeks or something like that. So I'll shoot him a message and we're
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere, right? Say you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
I need to hear it. Yeah. Okay. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So, we can set it up once a month. Master Rochi could come on if we want, if it's, we're not going anywhere. So we'll set it up. We'll make it happen. Ghost, absolutely a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Da.Hippie, by the way, and WTHC Radio is mine, and DoktorHigh has been so generous to come and hang out with me every day, and I don't know how he deals with it every day for 2 or 3 hours, but he does.
Well, the Ghost, who we're talking about, actually has a Facebook group. You want to check it out? It's called Patients Before Profits. It's a medical cannabis group, educational group, where a lot of the content there is designed to educate on cannabis. It's a great group, a couple thousand people, I think. So, you can check it out.
We've spoke about David and I don't call him David because he's my primary care physician now. DoktorHigh and I have spoke about a lot of his friends, and I'm so looking forward to the future. It's going to be amazing. And like I said, we're just starting, but I was blessed enough to come up with 2 names for our radio shows, WEED and WTHC. And we are going to blow up. We're doing this shit.
That's it. Hey, Raggy's home.
Raggy made it home.
Ooh. Finally.
Raggy.
How did you get out on the website, Raggy? Did you end up figuring it out? Because I did see Discord where you put that thing up. But he was looking for DoktorHigh, so GoDaddy was telling him that
he was buying DoktorHigh.
He
was going to buy the website for $5,000, DoktorHigh.com.
If you're going to buy DoktorHigh for $5,000, I'll sell you a real DoktorHigh website.
One already pre-made, and
we'll make it DoktorHigh Raggies.
That's what I hope. I hope, Ghost. That's what it's all about. And DoktorHigh is going to be here every day from 10 to noon-ish. And we're just going to talk. We're here to help anybody who needs anything, any information. If you're growing, if you're whatever, anything. Like who was saying that earlier about their plants with the bugs? We were hopefully
that was Erica. Erica was talking about that in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And that's a short season in Newfoundland.
Yeah, she's kind of like me because we're like right below each other and above each other. We have very short seasons.
Yeah, it's a short season. They're pretty rough winters out there. Like they still got icebergs in the bay. It's really cool out there because in the middle of summer you can look at some of these bays and these fishing towns, and it'll be icebergs floating right there, right off the coast. Coming
you're fishing in the summer.
Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, thank you, Ghost.
Good night,
Steve, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for staying up late with us and party. I thought you were switching to American time. You were just going to be a night owl now.
Well, with Steve, when he decides he's ready to start looking into what's available to him and he has an idea what he wants, I'd be more than happy to take the time to go through the information I was able to find in Australia on what products are available. And yeah.
I don't know, Dr. High. I mean, I want you to, set up interviews with people that you want to set up interviews with. So you're free to set up interviews with anybody you want. You just tell me, and that it's available. So, like you have much more friends with way more knowledge, and my friends all smoke a lot of weed. But when it comes to all the knowledge stuff, I'm hoping that you and your friends are going to be able to hold us up over here. I can do the part where, dude, I'm high.
Yeah, dude, am I. I got a few ideas of people that I'd like to bring in to talk about cannabis. Maybe the Ghost would join us one day. I'm sure he'd probably enjoy spending a little bit of time up here.
That's
he
not
takes
nice.
a lot of medicine for people, so he's pretty good like that.
I don't think Paul likes us.
The third plane crash into the World Trade Center.
Oh, Paul.
That's a day I'll never forget. Wow.
He must be on heroin.
I don't know. Do we know Paul?
Nah, I don't know Paul.
I don't know him either. Paul McPurvistone. Well,
sounds like a chomo to me.
Very interesting. Well, I don't know Paul.
Yeah, I don't. As long as you don't know Paul, then I don't care about Paul.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's rude, and that's not something to joke about. The trade centers was, even if however you feel, it's not something to joke about. Still 4,000 lives died that day or more.
And people still dying from the fallout,
the side effects,
chemicals, and all that kind of stuff. So
I have a moderator in here. Paul can apologize. Paul can apologize real quick and hang out, or he can fucking take a walk. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need Paul's type here.
I'd love to
I'm the joke. I'm the joke teller here. I'm the joke teller, not you, Paul.
That's funny.
It's my radio.
Funny. Who's Luis from PA? How you doing, Luis?
Luis from PA.
I don't know. That's what Fable says. Say hi to Luis from PA.
Hello, Luis from PA. I'm from PA too.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, I'm in trouble.
Oh, good.
Commercial again.
Yeah, it's going to be just about it for me today, too. I got so much to do still.
All right, then we'll wrap it up, and then I'll do my commercials.
All right, that sounds good.
Thanks
for popping in, Jerry. Kelly, I hope you enjoyed your shower. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go for it, bud. You do.
I was just catching these last messages here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just going to say goodbye. I just want to say thank you to everybody that stopped in, especially all of our newer friends, except for maybe that guy, Paul. I don't know how I feel about you, Paul. You haven't apologized yet, so I think you're going to be out of here, buddy. Anyway, everybody else, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. We will be back tomorrow, Thursday, around 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. Please come on back, share it out, tell your friends. If you have any questions, feel free to to stop in and ask us. We're going to be getting the phone set up so you can call in. We'll get those prank calls from Paul. That'll be great.
Crank anchors.
Anyway, Dr. High, I want to thank you so very much for being here. I want to thank everybody that's been here on Live 365 and tune in, and of course everybody who stopped in over here on Facebook and YouTube. You guys are amazing. Please share it out, subscribe, do that things that they tell you you're supposed to do. I don't know what they tell me all the time when I don't even listen to when I'm watching YouTube. I'm like, they said I'm supposed to do something. Subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Dr. High, I love you.
Thanks for spending your time with us today. I really appreciate everybody who stopped by and spent some time with us. It was fantastic. Had a lot of fun today. Thank you, Hippie, for the platform and the place to have some fun and all the great interaction. And we shall see you all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
Yep. Peace.
Have a great day. Peace.
All right, you can stick. I hung up.